Okay, back at it. A couple of days off from the bedroom studio, uh, but working on the November release. It's the 5th of October, so definitely behind. I'd like to have something mixed and mastered with at least 2 weeks to deal with all the logistics of a release. I'm not even on the mic. Is this even on? So the idea, the way I'm looking at it is, I was trying to do. Oh, let me work on the intro. Oh, let me work on the break. Let me work on this verse. Just try to get as much done as I can each time I'm in here. I need to finish. So that's that. Let's listen to the intro again. We're gonna have to add some space to this track. Has this been okay? So this is a raw version. This has not. There's nothing. There's no output here in the arrangement view. So I can use this to make a new version, and then I will bounce that down. Or record the into arrangement, not bounce it down just yet. All right, so let's see. Let's see if we can go for an hour here. What can we get done in an hour on the track? Let's try it. Let's listen to the intro. This video is so choppy. I'm at like 70% CPU right now. This is kind of sad. No, it's fine. This computer's a workhorse. Third bar, third 8 bars of the intro. This percussion is really bad. Why are the wets here at 0 dB? Let's do this. I want to. What if I put this in instead of teasing the riff tease? Because I think that's what this is. It's just a delay. Yeah, it's just a delay that is recorded a version or resampled the delay from the one of the return tracks. If I could just use this one in the beginning as a tease for what comes in the first verse, but use it during the intro. Let's see. Yeah, I like that a lot better. Just have it really really turned up during or far away rack on this one during the intro. I actually really like that, the effect processing on here. I don't even know what I did to make this effect chain. What effects are on here? LFO. Oh, LFO. And then that should continue on after, right? Like, I'm not pressing the stop button on this, so if the first 8 bars. Yeah, I like how that delay happens there. It fades off. Fuck yes. choir at all. This is too loud. This is a Serum pad, very stock. Don't tell me I need to reload Splice. Oh my god. Splice is running. Man, this thing's really, it's really clocking up the CPU. All right, come on. Give me some. All right, I'm saving this and I'm reopening. I want to have, I pay for Serum. I want Serum in there. So you can like do these rent to own for plugins, but you have to have this program called Splice running. Very cool feature. Very cool program. Splice, you can buy samples. You can collaborate with other artists. We're doing rent to own for Serum, and it is not. Sometimes you have to like open things in the right order. So I'm saving this. Oh, I'm saving as V3. Whatever, that's fine. I didn't make many changes. And then I'm going to close it and reopen with Splice. Can I pause the stream? Nope. I'm just going to keep it going. While that's happening, we can take a listen to some of the other stuff that is in the pipe. 2021 releases folder. Do it again. Do I have any demos though? I don't think I have any demos of that. I think there's something that I have a demo made. Oh, these are all just 811 should have a demo. Wow. Chevy van. This is something I'm really excited about. Okay. This is a demo. We had this joke where in Atlanta, some friends of mine, one of them was thinking about getting like a Chevy van, like an 80s van. Like people, like now everybody's living in vans, but this is in the 80s, you know, sort of like a lifestyle thing, not like a trendy thing. So you had these big Chevy vans people would really pimp out. It was like a Winnebago, but like a miniature version. And he said one time we were just hanging out, and he was talking about the van. He was really excited. He goes, "Man, when I get this Chevy van, it's a wrap." And I thought it was the funniest thing I'd ever heard. All right, we're going to close Ableton and then reopen it. Splice, Splice, you got to work for me here. So, okay, I'm just got to keep the window open because you see how it looked like it just reloaded, but it's open. Okay, so I'm reopening. Where's the... All right, it takes a while for Ableton to open when you have a lot of samples and stuff loaded up in the project. Okay, while that's opening, let's listen to this demo. It should come through on the audio. This is the first draft.
It's a wrap. We get this Chevy van. It's a wrap.
If you listen closely, it's actually way louder than I thought it was. You can hear the metronome in the background. When I recorded the original sample, whatever, I had my audio settings messed up, and I didn't have the metronome just going like to headphones. It was just playing on the speakers. And I was also recording, so the microphone picked up the metronome, and I just kept it because it's just a demo, and it actually kind of doesn't sound terrible, as bad as you might think, but maybe that's because I'm super amateur. Let's see. See, Ableton is still opening, by the way.
We get this Chevy van. It's a wrap. We get this Chevy van. It's a wrap. We get this Chevy van. It's a wrap. We get this Chevy van. It's a wrap.
Intro's a little bit too long.
We get this Chevy van. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. We get this Chevy van. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
melodic. That's definitely gonna have to be in the intro, like teased, because I like it solo, but it's kind of a fun thing to tip, like I'm doing in the 9/9 track. Tease it early, then bring it back a little bit louder, less low pass filter on it. Ableton's open, but it's still spinning the external hard drive, so it's going to be like a little bit more before it actually is ready for use. The pad on this breakdown is a little bit out of place. I need to bring it more into period with the rest of the vibe of the track. Excuse me. I do like this ARP melody. One of my more favorite drops when I was doing this thing where I was making a beat every day for a month. Like, I actually really don't like making drops. I'm not good at it. I feel silly making them because they seem kind of over the top, but it's the part that everybody loves about dance music for the most part. But that drop was one of my more fun ones to make. Okay, Ableton's back. So maybe I'll put that on SoundCloud in the demos folder. That one's gonna be a while. That one's gonna take some time because it's such a simple idea, just that vocal sample, that I gotta flesh out what else is gonna happen. Whereas with this track, there is way too much happening at once, and I have to figure out how to make it all sound decent together. Okay, so we're on the third part of the first verse. Oh yeah, and that's what I was doing. I was mad because this part is way too loud. This syrup space. Again, I really like it, but it's peaking at. All right, I just stopped and restarted, and I still can't get Serum to go, so that means I have to wait. Can I? Why are you not? Oh man! All right, I'm just gonna bring the level down manually about 4 dB. So you can actually kind of hear the choir here. Look at the choir down here in the negative 30 dB range. My goodness. Limiters come off the choir. They should be off. Delete them, save a little bit of CPU. Just apply that to the group as a whole. Take the limiter off. I guess you don't really need to have a limiter on something if the sound isn't high enough to get limited. That's a thought for the day. I mean, look at where these are peaking out at. They're not even peaking above 25 dB. It's like, so we have a lot of headroom is what I'm saying. Really cool thing about this labs, this is Spitfire Audio Labs, is that this configuration, normally you'd have to go in and do configure and have to click and make changes and to add them to this configure panel for you to control down here, but for some reason it just came like this. So where is the? Let's just solo. Where are we on 9? I want to just solo and see what this thing here does. Simple mix doesn't seem to do anything. So I guess a lot of these don't have an effect. But there is a gain. I saw it the last global gain. Ooh, I like stereo spread. Doesn't seem to do anything though. Okay, so I guess some of these are stock. There's the one. What was that at? Oh. Dude, I just did it again. I have a mouse shortcut for the lower left-hand corner that locks the thing, and so I need to click. Global gain 270. Do the same thing here. Configure here. It's a big amount of gain. I guess that could lead to some distortion in the mastering process. Let's see what it sounds like with that gain. First casualty of this process of just trying to glue things together might have to be this saw. I really like it because it plays the chords in a fun way. Well, it's not even playing all of them. I'm not sure where this came from, but oh, it's just the same thing that's happening on the chorus. I really do like it. It might be the first casualty though. It's muddying things up. If I don't have any return on it. Casualty, I think. God, that percussion is so bad. Can we pick any other sample? Actually, that sounds better in the break. Can I overdub this and just that sounds so much better in the break with the little unintentional shaker tripleting, just overdubbing. Let's see what happens. Recording is turned on. Recording quantization is turned on, so it's not going to have that cool effect. Let's check it out. Okay, actually, I like the idea of just holding it. I can use the hold as a sort of a gate for the shaker. All right, let's overdub again. Thank you. What are we calling delay now in Ableton? I don't have ping pong delay, or at least not by default. Oh, was my screen not being shared that whole time? How much better that delay sounds. Potatoes, not potatoes, potatoes. And oh yes, in the drum rack, 128 shakers. We get delay, device on, defaulted to off. Bring it on just for the break. What is this? I don't use this. I'm not using this zap enough. I like this zap. Put delay on the zap. Where's the zap? It's going to be... Oh, listen to... Dude, just listen to it. Just listen to the zaps. Okay, so I like the way that... Okay, so where were we? Zaps. Device on. For the break, we'll have the device on. And then another thing we have to do with the delay, I need to do... This is one of my favorite things to use when I first got Ableton, was auto pan. So I want I want it to pan since there's so many of these going. I want it to just, or I'll do it by beat. So every like half note, it's just going to be panning them back and forth. I can't really tell. Turn it up a lot then. Oh yeah. All right, what happens if we do it before? I like it better after. The zaps sound really cool. So wait, this is being gay. You can barely hear it. See, okay, the saw trying to make a case for itself to get back in the mix. So actually, I really like the saw. Why is far away rack being used here? What decisions were being made about this? Why do I don't want it far away during the. I really like the kick and the snare. They seem to just fit better in the second part of the track after the break. Whereas the potatoes, the like secondary percussion, snares, zaps, little toms and hi-hats, so they a lot of work. Not just like mixing, just like they need to be just better sounds. There's no delay on that in the outro. This is a song, this pulsing thing right here, that needs to persist. So like, it's maybe not the best idea to put, there's been some advice I'd seen about maybe not the best idea to put effects in Ableton directly on the tracks, instead use returns. Okay, well then that's fine. Actually, never mind. We can just I want to automate this going to the delay, but it needs to increase through the playing of the 8 bars, so I can automate it by drawing in the 2 points, bring it up. Because when we get to the next 2 parts, I want this to be fading and sort of residue of that pulsating to be in the mix still. All right, let's see what it sounds like. It's just really amazing to me. I mean, you just like think you know something. Like, why is that not persisting? That you're sending all that. This is at the 2 decibels, so is the delay feedback not all the way up? Like that should stick around in the mix. Okay, what does it sound like? This is a delay, just the delays. Here comes the pad. It just stops. Like, what happens if I just turn it all the way up? Phase cancellation. Okay, so clearly delay is not where that needs to go. What about reverb? reverb seems really, really small. The size. This is the size of the room, right? Why is it so twangy? Okay, turn the density up. Actually, why am I putting... Okay, for the demo, fine. I have Valhalla. That might be a better reverb. Well, it's a better reverb, but it might be better for this to make it bigger. Why is there a limiter after this reverb? I'm just like trying to boost the sound, obviously. And that's an interesting choice. So that sound that I'm hearing, this pluck, it's being sent to both of these sounds, and I can hear it over everything. It's because there's a limiter on it. Oh. Why are you just trying to boost sounds? If it's not loud enough, it means something else is too loud. We did earlier last time on the stream was using the pluck to sidechain this sound so it has like gives it room. Oh, that's another thing to think about. Using the pluck to did I just turn sidechaining off? To give the room for the pluck, which I really like that pluck, but we can do that in a lot of other places too. Everyone's coming out with like ducking plugins now. I saw, I think it was called Duck Buddy that just came out by, I forget the name of the producer, but really cool YouTube channel. And yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm not really interested in learning a new plugin when I like the stock stuff is not always the best, and I do have some plugins that I paid for, and Serum that I'm renting to own. But I think this just using the gate to sidechain the pluck to give sidechain by the pluck to give it space is fine. What else can we do? Because I want to give some more room to this song because there's more elements that need to be added in to give it a little bit more body, like white noise, etc. Attack should probably be slower. Not having a problem hearing the chorus now. Is there like a pre? There's got to be like a pre. Yeah, look ahead. I knew it. What if we did no? look ahead, a higher look ahead makes it not seem so ducky. I don't want it to be ducky. It should just be like a ebb and flow. They should kind of fit together. So that initial one. What if I took that down? With the floor setting here. This gate is cool. Gate is gangster. All right, so chorus is maybe a little bit too loud here. That could be adjusted per clip with that config. That config's way too much work stuff bleeding into this. Jesus. Global gain setting, not config. And that's. All right, so percussion. Let's just duplicate this, and I'm gonna keep that. Maybe no. I'm gonna keep a copy of the old percussion. That's gonna make this load even slower because that stuff takes forever. Potatoes V2. Mute this. And the zaps. I mean, but why did the zaps? The zaps should always. Okay. Oh man, yeah. The zap should essentially always be on. Like it's a fun sound if it's off, but it's also really. Like, what's the point of having it in there for such a short sound if it's not going to... So that automation... So I don't need this... What is going on with the notes? I don't need... Why can't I select all? And same thing with auto pan. It should just be on. Yeah, I like how it just them zaps might have to come up a little bit in. -18, my guy. It's got to be -6. I really like that zap effect here. I'm just gonna disable these because I just hate seeing. Because if I do put this out to arrangement, I need those to be disabled so they don't record. So that shaker sound is awful. It's just not a good. It's just not good. Let's listen to it while it's going and just change it. We got a sample bank here. I mean, if we're gonna have this persistent, that's another thing. Why does it always stay at the same? Why doesn't it? The first time it comes in, this should not be happening every. Like you have to have some variation in this. It just can't be the same one. Okay, back to this. Okay, so try to just make it a little bit more interesting here, and by adding in the hi hat. And I mean, really, on all of these, this is what I was saying earlier, and then I figured out about the hat. All of these, like, so if we just play the break potato version. So okay, that one has like a lot of delays and it's auto panning, but these should be panning the whole time just to fit in with what's going on with the rest of the track, which is supposed to be this spacey sort of like ethereal feeling. Excuse me. So she could add effects directly from the. How gangster would that be if you could fold? Why can't I move this up? If you could fold the drum rack so that you only thing you could see in here to click on were the ones that you were in use. Is probably a feature somewhere. No, I don't want that. Regular. Okay, so shakers. There's no auto pan on that one? Oh, I get. What? Oh, wow. If you change. No. This only has a delay. Did I delete the other effects? Where's the auto pan? So this needs to pan. Solo it. I like that every one hertz. Okay, so I was on the wrong one. So the shakers are the ones that are... Okay, so we're going to take the 128 hat open. I'm going to really overdo it with this to see if we can fill out. Let's just see what those first couple sound like in case it's terrible. I like it. See, this is the last thing I'm going to work on tonight, which is this lead has two things going on. It has this dry signal, which is just this Helm free VST plugin to make synth sounds. So it's a little messy just on its own. The notes are kind of overlapping, but I really like the instrument. And then you have this wet signal, which has a lot of effects on it. But it almost has like a guitar delay feeling to it. And I don't know where this wet chain came from, but I think it needs to be its own thing. Or maybe it just needs to be the only thing and we don't need... Yeah, actually, yeah, because we have so much other stuff going on, you can't have everything on the track. This percussion. Yeah, it's actually great. The last time that we have percussion, I want it to be from this. And then this one should absolutely be from here. Keep the energy up. Copying the outro. Yeah, actually, even the shittier version of the percussion sounds better with just a little bit of a delay and some auto pan on it. Keep it in there. I really like that. Okay. Yep. Coming along. That's it for tonight. Made a lot more progress on the percussion than I thought was possible. Just with a little bit of effects, couple new elements added in terms of new percussion elements, but not a ton, and just rearranging them, making them a little bit less boring. And they have a progression, and then they go up, and then they sustain, they go down. In terms of the elements and the intensity, which I like. Okay, that's it for now. Check out on the next one.